So it's true. It is true, as the title says. Guys, I've got an ulcer. Not one ulcer, two, in fact. Do you want to see? Okay, for those of you who are a little bit like squeamish or you don't like that stuff, fast forward to like 30 seconds time. I'm going to show you my ulcer. Okay, ready? My ulcers, in fact. Can you see them? They're like those white little spots. Can you see? Just there. So what had happened was, like a couple of days ago, maybe it was like day 7, I started feeling like some numbness, not some numbness, some pain over here. And then I think I recognized the pain from an ulcer that I had like 13 years ago when I was 17, 12 years ago when I was 17, when I was doing my work experience at some random cinema in France. I was eating like M&Ms because that's all they had on offer. So for that whole week, I was eating M&Ms, stuffing my face with M&Ms and sweets and M&Ms and sweets. And then I'd never had an ulcer before, but there was this pain somewhere. And then I Googled it, I think. I looked in the mirror, I Googled it. And then it was a mouth ulcer, gum ulcer or something like that. Well, I'm not sure if it was a mouth ulcer, whatever. And so I got some treatment from the pharmacy. But now I'm going natural, of course. I haven't had medication in such a long time. And these mouth ulcers are irritating. I think it's because I'm eating a high sugar diet, more sugar than I would usually. I'm eating more fruits and I'm consuming more fruits than I would usually. I'm not sure, probably. Usually I consume up to 200 grams or 250 grams of sugar. I reckon now it's probably like 400, 500 from all of these fruits. I put bicarbonate soda on the ulcers and it has helped it, like it's kind of cooled it down. And I know an ulcer can take up to like a week and a half to disappear. So I'm using, to combat that, I'm always going to use a straw. And I'm not going to swish any juice around. So I'm keeping the juice away from the ulcer. And I'm also going for less sweeter things. So earlier I had watermelon. Tomorrow I'll be having watermelon. Before, I think what fled the ulcer was the high apple juice and high kiwi juice, which are super sweet. So we're going to take things easy. And I think also because the bicarbonate soda has helped to kind of cool the ulcer down, I might actually make a toothpaste from bicarbonate soda and coconut oil, because I just bought fresh coconut oil today. So yes, why not? And I was just looking like maybe a month ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, at alternative toothpastes, homemade and natural toothpastes. So that could be a good option. I'll try that tonight and report back tomorrow. This is probably my favorite juice yet. It's very thick because it's made of blueberries and beetroot. Very, very refreshing, and it's been in the fridge for a couple of hours, so very delicious. I highly recommend. I should let you know that I put all the recipes actually that I use in the description box, so they're there for you to copy, to try out. Today I had 4 jars of juice, and I usually have 4 jars of juice on dance days when I do a lot of cardio, like 1 full extra hour training. So I don't know why. Maybe because I did leg day and it was quite, I don't know, it wasn't even particularly intense. I don't know. But anyways, I'm listening to my body on that one. And again, I prepared the night before and I broke my fast around like 11, maybe even 12. No, actually today I broke my fast like quite early, maybe around 9:30, 10 o'clock. And I'm completing my last juice at 11 p.m. So that's a big eating window and a short fasting window. But hey, that's how it is. In terms of the healing part of this journey, the juice cleanse has been really fantastic. I really like tuning into my emotions, and throughout the day, I listen to a lot of like different podcasts and talks on YouTube, but I'm only following people, or I'm only tuning in with people who leave me feeling better than when I started the podcast or the clip or the video or whatever. And that's really important because there are certain people who make me feel good, and then certain people who give me a lot of information, but their way of presenting that information doesn't make me feel better. Yes, I may be more informed on that certain topic, whether it's health or mindset or spirituality, but I don't feel better. And I think that's the most important thing, feeling better after I've been with someone. And I'm using that as a compass for how I interact with others. So if I feel better about myself, if I feel more aligned and of a higher vibration after being with a certain someone, then it's a good sign that it's worthy of me coming back. It's worth my efforts to make myself available in that person's presence. But if I don't feel better than when we first met, then I probably won't be seeing you, organizing to see you anytime soon. So I'm really going with my emotions on that one so that I can really cultivate, well, not cultivate, so that I can really create a tribe around me, you know? Because why not? Linked to that, I had a deep heart to heart with my mom, actually. And it shows that there's been a lot of growth on my own part. I remember the first time I consciously remember hugging my mom was when I was like 19. I don't remember hugging her really when I was younger. And even then, I really struggled with like emotional and physical intimacy. It was really by force that I hugged her because I think I was traveling at that time. And for so many years in my early 20s, I hated it. I hated it when people touched me. I was like, I could feel it. Someone would put their hand on my leg, on my shoulder, on my head, around my neck. Oh, I mean, not that way. Let's say, I don't know, somewhere here. And in my head, I was like, get the off me. But now, let's say after I did therapy about when I was 26, so 3 years ago is when I started therapy. And that has changed my relationship towards physical intimacy when it comes to non-romantic relationships. So within the family, amongst friends, even with strangers, I don't mind giving them like a quick, like if someone touched me because we were laughing, because we were joking together. So yes, I hugged my mum, and this was the first time I consciously did it without even hesitation. My body hugged her. I didn't consciously think to hug her because we were having some deep conversation and things got emotional. So I was really proud of myself in that moment. Well, afterwards, I was really proud of myself that I had come a long way and that I was able to be there in that moment to support my mum through that conversation. So wow, growth, guys. Growth is always possible. Change is always possible. Healing is always possible. And actually, my sisters are going away just after Christmas. So it will just be me and my mother at home together. So I know that we are going to be able to grow a lot closer. I know that we'll be able to grow a lot closer than we were previously, and it's exciting to see where our relationship and us bonding, all this quality time that we're able to spend together, how that will change both of us for the better. Today has been quite busy. It's a late video today, later than usual, a couple of hours later than usual, because I've had some auditions come in. So I've been prepping for those, and it's just it feels really good to align with great auditions, great projects, with the kind of people that I would love to work with, the kind of people that I respect, and the kind of people who are super kind and super creative and are passionate about the craft, whether they're behind the camera, in front of the camera, or writing. It's really great. So I'm going to say that the universe has been listening. The universe always listens, but I've been, let's say, emitting a specific vibration, and I want to maintain that vibration. A vibration of I am worthy. I deserve these kinds of roles. I deserve to be working with wonderful, kind people. And that is my right. That is my destiny. And declare it, with pride. My mantra, at least the last 48 hours has been, aside from remember who you are. So my other mantra is become the energetic match to what you want. / be of the vibration of the things that you desire. So I have to see myself as worthy. We have to see ourselves of worthy of our goals, especially the goals that we're going to be setting at the end of this period, coming up to 2024 and stepping into 2025. We have to see ourselves as worthy. That is the only way we are going to attract exactly what we want in the next year. Are you worthy? Are you worthy? I know you is. I know you is. And the last thing in terms of healing, the last thing I've been doing is working on slowing down so that I can listen to my emotions and so that I can listen to my intuition, because I really believe that the intuition is the voice of God. But I cannot hear the voice of God if I'm rushing, if I'm in a state of do, produce. No, I now believe that it is the vibration, the state that we're in, especially as women, that brings into our existence, brings into our lives, brings into manifestation the things that are on our heart, whether that is good, whether that is negative, or whether that is positive or bad. So it really doesn't matter whether it's this side or this side. No matter what my state is, I will bring that into my life. And it's better for me to be in a positive, abundant state. And that positivity, that abundance always comes from slowing down, from not rushing, but being present now in the current moment. So yes, that is my goal, that is my priority, and I'm really excited to see the next shift. So I know that when you heal one area of your life, abundance comes rapidly. And it's not necessarily financial abundance always, but it's in terms of all those expensive emotions like love, like joy, like connection, like kindness. So as soon as you heal something, you have to be rewarded for it. And that comes in the form of abundance. So I'm excited and I'm grateful, and I'm actually blown away about the things that are coming into fruition in the near future. So stay tuned for some really, really fantastic, ongoing, lifelong good news. Hallelujah. Anyways, how are you guys feeling? What has been your priority actually these last couple of days? Because I feel personally it's been less about the structure and more about the lessons that I'm learning from this period. And coming back to the ulcer, actually, I felt the pain initially. I felt the pain like day 7, but I didn't do anything about it. And I had a feeling that it was an ulcer, but I didn't do anything about it. And I knew that the last time I had an ulcer 12 years ago, it was because of high sugar. And so I didn't do anything about it. What I could have done, which would have saved me the which would have saved me the pain, although it's not a lot of pain. What I could have done is listen to my body and reduce the amount of like sugary juices that I was having. Now, sugar is not the sin here. In a way, juicing is taking the nutrients out, extracting the nutrients out. So it's left. Like nothing in nature comes in this form, right? It would have been a sign for me to slow down, and I didn't listen to that sign. And so that's why I'm now paying the consequence. So it's a lesson for the future, actually. Always listen to your gut feeling. And when you have any sort of abnormality that's occurring in the body, listen to it. Especially if it's actually tangible pain that you can feel. Don't ignore it. Don't hope that it's going to go away. Address it. Because you're going to be in a much better situation tomorrow, in an hour's time, in a week's time. So yeah, look after the self. That's the lesson of these beautiful, beautiful ulcers. I think by tomorrow, they'll probably be gone because I'm in a positive state and I know that I've received the lesson and I don't desire for them to stay. I desire them to leave with love. I accept the lesson. Now, bye-bye. Anyways, it is time for me to edit and go to bed. I'm wishing you guys well. I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. I am wishing you the best start to Thursday, and I shall see you tomorrow.